Welcome, everybody. Another Friday night here on Carbonite Collectibles. I'm here with, as always, Star Wars Nerd. How you doing, buddy?
Tired,
and then right
as always.
Low here, we got Raph of Mandalore. How you doing, sir?
How the bloody hell are you?
And we have a very special guest this week, Michael Havens, the founder of ICCCon, one of the best conventions on the planet. We have him on the show, and we'll just go ahead and bring him on right now. Welcome, sir.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
The legend.
Pretty good.
Well, the cool thing is last time I spoke to you guys, you never came before, and now you have. What do you think?
Brother.
Tense.
I'm just going to go out like this, right? So we're just chilling, and I think a lot of us, we were on a stream or something when you announced the first guest for ICCC, and we'll get to that.
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
But we were like, bro, I think the direct quote I texted sooner was like, "Holy fucking shit!" Period. Because I'm gonna have to find it here, but Deidre is mommy. She's mommy.
No, I get it, man. She's extremely relatable to anybody that's ever had a corporate job and had a manager.
She's extremely relatable. Got going on at work right now.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
You feel that one scene when Krennic is like interrogating her, like, oh god, I've been there. Okay.
Yeah. You get called into the office with the actual walls that isn't a cube, and that's the conversation you get to have. Yeah, I've been there too.
I'll never forget the first call and only call that I've ever had from corporate. It was about some sketchy stuff that happened with the manager. But I had accidentally taken an item home the next day and brought it back because I wasn't supposed to take it home. So I was like freaking the fuck out. And then over the radio, they were like, "Hey, Matt, can you come to the office? It's a call from corporate." And I'm like, "Fucking GG's, boys. I'm done."
Hey, got their RFID tracker on that one.
Yeah,
buddy.
I'm sitting there just sitting at the desk, just shaking, holding the phone like, yeah. Bad times.
For sure.
Well, Michael, thank you so much for coming on, man. How are you doing? How's things been since May?
Oh, I'm great, man. I like doing the convention in spring instead of fall because then I actually get to enjoy the summer, like go in the pool and hang out. And otherwise I'm just like hiding in a hole, like typing code and making what you see. So I prefer that in, January, February. So yeah, no, I'm digging it, man. I'm just having a good summer. I'm going up to, my buddy opened a new toy store in Greenville, Indiana, and it's called Rescued Toys. And he opened it up, so we're going to go through an old school IC meetup there from the Imperial Commissary groups from back in the day. And essentially, we just all meet up, hang out, talk toys, and then we all just go to like a Mexican restaurant or something like that for the night and hang out. But that's where this all came from, man. It's just, buddies that started hanging out, and those buddies turned into 500 buddies, which turned into 1,000 buddies, which turned into the thing you guys just experienced. So it's extremely organic. But yeah, we still throw the regular meetups now and again,
And that's kind of like our experience with ICCCon. Like it was just, I honestly, I never even knew about it. And then I meet a couple people and then they tell me about ICCCon, and then like a few more people tell me about it. And the next thing you know, we're all there as like friends meeting for like the first time, getting to hang out. And I mean, honestly, like it was fun. All the guests were great, but the best part was getting to hang out with all these guys. That was definitely the best part of the whole show.
Yeah. It's essentially the speakeasy of Comic-Cons. You know what I mean? Like somebody's got to tell you about it. You got to know somebody to get in the door. But that's how we get all good people. You know what I mean? Like I guarantee you didn't have any drama or any hassle, but that's so our exclusivity, which is due to us just not, I don't know, man. I am never going to have a T-Mobile booth, man. You know what I mean? And in order to get the kind of advertisement that you're talking about, you need that T-Mobile booth, and I'm never going to be that guy. I'm just some obnoxious dude that likes to throw a really cool Star Wars party every year and says, yeah, sure, you can come. You know what I mean? That's But I know it's not. It does not conform to the convention. Whatever.
Right, and I think the awesome part about it too is like us being first timers last year was just like I just created my YouTube, no idea what the hell I'm doing. Right, I still don't know what I'm doing, but I'm getting there. Right, and just being able to have gone to that and now get to like actually share what it's like with people, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, nice, man, nice. But that's what it is, man. We all started. My entire resume for being able to throw a sci-fi convention going into its 8th year is I threw good parties in college, and my 4th of July party was better than anybody's. That's it. I have no other, I also in real life, I own a trucking company and logistics brokerage. So the logistics aspect helps, building it. But no, man, I mean, do whatever you love. And I know it sounds corny, but follow your dreams. You know what I mean? Here, this actually is sitting right here. This is the original book where I started ICCC a billion years ago. I bought it at the dollar store. And on the front of it, I don't know if I could get you to see it. Yeah, there you go. It says, dream big, work hard, and make it happen. You know what I mean? And it was like, dude, I bought that. And like, if you go...
Dear diary.
Here, you know what? This is actually really cool, man. This shouldn't even be here. And I have no idea why it's right here. You know what I mean? My dog was probably getting in it. So it ended up out here. I haven't used it since 2019. But it's funny because the first page, if you want to hear, like I said, I'm an obnoxious guy that just happens to have a little bit extra change in my pocket. But here's what I literally wrote is like my message to me on the front page, right? It goes, hustle until your haters ask if you're hiring.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, that's
right there.
But that's me, you know what I mean? And here's me like scrolling out like the first flights for the first year, like the things I had to do. Like it's like, to-do list. And it's like flights and hotels and blah, 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 blah. And it's really crazy, man. I haven't looked at this in forever.
You ran it from that book.
It's just like sitting right here. I don't know why. It's usually like under the table in this stack of books I have from like a million years ago. But it's just sitting here. So I don't know. That's pretty cool, though, because I haven't seen that book in years because, everything's on the laptop now and the phones and the blah, 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 blah. But yeah, man, I mean... There's analog ICCC right there, baby.
Hey,
Crazy.
Flash from the past. That thing's historic.
Yeah, it really is, dude.
It's going to be in a museum one day.
One day, I'm going to build that museum, man. I'm telling you, we're going to have because the thing is, all right, here's my museum thing, because I do have a museum idea. I have the IC for Life charity, which is for collectors like us. So in case we happen to die unexpectedly, like our family gets the most money possible for that collection. That eventually, after it does a lot of other things, because it already does a lot of things, but that eventually I wanted to build a convention center. So all collectors that collect whatever it is they collect. But the thing is when I was first starting this convention, it's really, even now, it's almost impossible to find a mid-sized venue that isn't going to charge you $50, $80, $100,000 for the weekend. I mean, and if your dream is collecting sneakers, you're probably not going to have $100,000 sitting around and have a convention. I mean, I don't have kids. I have a couple really good businesses that I started. So I literally, for the first a lot of years, man, probably even still, I just kind of shove money into a fire pit and it just goes boom, boom, boom. But the thing is what am I going to do with that? You know what I mean? I didn't come from nothing. And it's a beautiful thing and I absolutely enjoy it. But if you don't have that, if you don't crap a leprechaun, for a better way of describing it, like I did, then you have to go into these places and they're like, give me $50,000. And it's like, why? It's a box, you know what I mean? So eventually I want to build a mid-sized convention center and give really killer deals to anybody that wants to throw a con there. You know what I mean? Why not? And then that'll allow people, because the passion for this stuff is never those private jet people or the people at blah, blah, blah.com or whatever. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It is never executive third unit director at Lucasfilm all of a sudden comes out with like the world's best Star Wars toy because he cared and made it in his basement. You know what I mean? Like, that's never going to happen. It's these people, and I don't fault them, but it's their job. And once this thing becomes your job, as your job, then it's different because you're working. You know what I mean? And it has to be your job for those kind of numbers for almost everybody. You know what I mean? So if I can make that convention center, then it'll give the opportunity for everybody, every fandom, to throw something like that right near a major city, because I'll end up buying up a hunk of land around Nashville, you know what I mean? And with good airports, good international airports, and then it can build the fandom for everybody, because it doesn't you don't have to love Star Wars to have a passion for something, and that's okay too, you know what I mean? Right. So I want to do that. That's my next thing. IC for Life is already working, icforlifecharity.org. It's already working. It's already building. It's great. We're going to grow much, much bigger. But once we get all that going, and then once we get that convention center built for everybody, then yes, attached to that convention center, I would like to make a collector's museum. Now, here's the thing. I understand, like, everybody, all these things we see, like I'm sure you guys have seen some of the museums that they're trying to make for collectibles and stuff like this, but it's always blah, blah, blah's collection. You know what I mean? Like, I get that you have a really awesome collection of $1 billion worth of stuff because you've been doing this for 50 years. Great. Like, do you really need like a presidential museum to your collection? No. Like, who are you? You're some guy that like dove in a dumpster 40 years ago. Congratulations, you got the coolest piece ever. You know, you were there. But I want to make a museum that talks about the collectors. So not just the toys, and yes, there'll be toys, there'll be awesome stuff, awesome props, stuff like that. But I want it to be like, this is why people collect. You know, I have a really tough job, man, and my Star Wars room brings me peace. There's more peace, love, and hope that comes out of these silly little things we collect than anything else in today's day and age. And that's, yeah, exactly. But that's not supported, and that's not the focus, and that's not what everybody's like, I'm making the blah, blah, blah museum of my collection when I die. And it's like, great, man. Why? Like, why don't you make something that shows what this means to you and means to so many people? Right. So, yes, there will be a museum one day, and this book will be in it, and that's how to make a short story long.
Yes. Yeah, they definitely, they just need that like under like a glass case at the ICCCons.
Right?
It's a historical document.
Well, I'm telling you, man, it's insanity. It's complete insanity. It makes no sense. But it's here and it exists. We got merch. It's cool. You know? But
speaking of guys who collect things, Bryant, welcome in.
Welcome in, Bryant.
What up, Bryant? It's a pleasure to have you in here, man.
I don't know who's Bryant. See, you guys are all young guys. I'm old. So I don't know these hip and upcoming newcomers here. Is that?
Yeah, I think Bryant's
Bryant, were you making a museum under your name, man? I'm totally sorry for ragging on it there, man. My bad. It's going to be great, man. I'm there.
I can't wait. That sounds incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And yes.
But yeah, one day that's really the plan with this stuff, man. I mean, I don't know. In real life, the things that I do in real life have gotten to a point where it's like, I don't know, if I was trying to like build trust funds for kids kind of deal, now's the time that I start that at my age. You know what I mean? But I don't have kids. So I'm like, what am I going to do? Have a solid gold coffin? I don't want that. Why don't I just buy an extra guest star? You know, as long as I don't lose my house from doing this, then I'm cool with it, you know?
Although a golden toilet with a bidet does sound really cool.
I know, right? Yeah. But I also, you know what? I am somebody who likes to linger a bit. And isn't gold like a meltable metal? Wouldn't that be all like warped after like week 2?
Just buy a new seat, man.
But
that's it. Just be throwing out gold toilet seats, man. That's a heck of a backyard. I'd walk by my backyard all day, dude.
Basically like
toss the old one out.
Well, I don't know, man, because like a gold wedding ring, you know, it kind of melts different and bends different, right?
Yeah, so that's happened since ICCC.
See? Hey, you got married? Congratulations, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the best advice I can give you is to get her a Jawa focus or another figure focus.
She is a Jawa. No, she's wonderful. She's been so supportive of my, like, you know, growing up and being a collector and doing these things. Is like, I never, you know, I asked my dad, like, hey, can I get Revenge of the Sith figure? Why do you need it?
Yeah.
Because I want it.
I mowed a lot of lawns, bro. I get it.
I'm in that stage now where it's like I've got, my adult money, and it's like this is where it goes. And he's like, you should be saving money. You should be doing this. I was like, I can fucking die tomorrow.
You could.
What am I saving for at 30? I'll save when I'm 50.
But also those people that say that, they have one kind of mind. And what you have to say is well, I'm buying appreciating assets, which are much better than you saving actual money. Right. Because money is, how much was it? Shoot, you guys aren't that old at all. But how much was like a candy bar when you were growing up? You ever heard of a candy bar over $1? Now it's like $2.49.
Well, and my mom was like, when I was in college, we had nickel draft nights, and I was like, well, fuck, if we had that, I'd be a full-blown alcoholic. Now I got to pay.
Yeah, true. Best I can claim is 25-cent wings, man. We had 25-cent wings.
Ooh.
It's a good deal.
You can still get 25 cent wings in some places. You just
really?
You probably don't want to eat those ones.
Not in Nashville, man. It's like you want a wing.
I don't know what wing of what animal that came from.
Yeah, it's like bat wings.
Fucking Arby's. We have the meats. Just don't ask where the hell we sourced it.
Just don't ask what kind of meat.
They're part of the arachnid family. Just don't worry about it.
Fry cook's hand just gets lopped off. New bad.
Meat is meat.
I'm gonna get a
protein, guys. It's fine. It's fine. Just protein.
Oh man.
But yes, and then I guess we could segue this into it's a hard segue, but yeah, we talked about it a little bit. The first couple guest announcements have just been fire, like off the bat, like starting big, like yes,
nice,
deeds, like
that's cool, man.
That one blew me away when that one got announced. Like it is a year away, and we got Deidre announced.
Well, that's the thing, man. Yeah, it was a big win, and she's super cool. And it was a big win because, see, here's the thing. She doesn't want to have to go back because America's far for doing cons. She's like a real actress that works all the time, So she doesn't want to do $1 billion and stuff like that. And she knew me from somebody else who really spoke highly of me, who I appreciate. And it really worked out where what she's done is she's not just coming to our convention. It's going to be the only place she is appearing in America until at least 2027. We have the only send-in service for Denise Goff in the United States of America until 2027. So only send-ins, only pre-orders, only private signings, and the only convention she will be at. So if you want her autograph, if you want to meet her, and you don't want to come to ICCC, you better go get your passport because it's the only other way.
Yep.
That's huge, man.
So
took me 8 years to do something that big, man. But that's huge. So coming right off of Andor, first signing ever in America. It's awesome. First and only. So
Mike just goes, what can I do for the, we'll announce a guest, just.
Yeah. Well, I usually do that. I usually throw out a couple right at the beginning, but that one came through and it was really cool. And we're going to do some other stuff around that, which will be very, very cool. And then we get Bruce. I don't know. Are you guys young enough, old enough? I don't know. Tron, yeah.
Yeah, I know Tron.
But you know what? I was, so it's a funny story with him actually. So I'm like this nerd that watches old TV, right? And so my buddy Chad, he's like, dude, you got to watch this show. You like a lot of sci-fi, whatever. Watch this show called Babylon 5. And now when I was growing up, man, I remember when Babylon 5 when I was on TV and I'm like, I'm never watching that. It looks super weird. Screw that. No way ever. Right. And so I'm like, all right, fine, dude, whatever. Because he never steers me wrong. He always tells me to watch this weird stuff to it. And it's phenomenal. So I'm watching Babylon 5, right? And I'm watching Babylon 5, and the first season, it's not Bruce Boxleiter, it's another guy, but then they replaced him, and he becomes the captain, blah, 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 blah. So then Bruce Boxleiter pops up, season 2, episode 1, right? I'm like, holy crap, that's Scarecrow from Scarecrow and Mrs. King. Everybody looks like I'm freaking nuts, because it's like a show that's even older than that, which is phenomenal. Go watch it. But Scarecrow and Mrs. King. So anyway, So literally, like the day after, I'm watching Babylon 5 for no reason, and he pops up on screen in season 2. Boom, in my email, his agent writes me and goes, "Hey, he's heard about your convention. He'd love to come." And I was like, "What? Hell yeah, man!" And I was telling them, and I was super hyped, dude, because it was like I'm like literally watching it. So now I've been just binging Scarecrow and Mrs. King like it's my job. So, and I just finished Babylon 5. So yeah, Bruce Boxleiter, dude, I'm super fired up about him, and he's Tron, so that's freaking awesome. But
I can just imagine Mike sitting there. He's just on the phone, doing all this stuff, and he's just like, "This is fucking."
oh, dude, it's so cool, man. I mean, it's a really cool thing. Honestly, if you have the opportunity, go do it. Like, dude, one time, John Rhys Davies calls me up on my phone. My phone just rings, and he goes, "Hello, my good man. This is John Rhys Davies." And I'm like, "Bullshit, right? No way, right?" And it was, dude. And he's like, "I've heard about your convention, and some of my friends told me about it. It's a very good show, and I was wondering if you'd like to have me." I'm like, "You freaking kidding me, man? You've been in like Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones, freaking everything, dude. You're John Rhys Davies. Come, please. What can I do?" It's like, "Why are you calling me?" It's really cool, man. You know, well, I'm saying, like, I don't know. I'm a legit fan, you know, so it's a trip. It's a trip when I get these calls. It's a trip when people hear good things about us. It's a trip when I can work out something like the thing with Miss Goth, that it just, they trust us and love us and know that we have that fandom in that heart. You know what I mean? Yeah, buddy. Hey, dude. Like, where's my camera?
Yes,
no way you're gonna be able to do it.
Oh, is it the One Ring?
See, this is awful.
Nice.
This is like the worst time for me. So I just moved in with my wife. All my Lord of the Rings stuff that was on this wall is at the new crib where the PC's not.
I believe you, man. You know what I'm saying? But yes, totally. Gimli, freaking, not even Gimli, dude. He sounds just like Sala. He sounds like Sala. And you're like, man, you're like, papers, please. You know what I mean? Like, Egyptian Post, just got it fresh today. Run. You know what I mean? Like, freaking Sala. So it's a trip, dude. It's a trip. Like, if you call the phone number for ICCC, right? The outgoing message is Mark Thompson as Grand Admiral Thrawn. And Grand Admiral Thrawn's my favorite. And he just like called me up, and I'm like, "Dude, do you think, like, I don't know if this is weird or like overstepping, but like Grand Admiral Thrawn's my favorite. I got every Thrawn book. You know, he's like literally one of my favorite characters in the whole universe. And do you think you could do an outgoing message?" And he just like laid one out, and it's like, "Thank you for calling." And it's really fun because you get like people who, because like, all right, it's still a convention, right? So not everybody I deal with on a day-to-day basis with logistics and whatnot is a Star Wars fan or even aware of Star Wars, let alone Grand Admiral Thrawn. So I get these messages that are like, "Hello, I'm not sure if I have the right place. It seems like there's like somebody drunk on the message," and because it's like, "Thank you for calling ICCC." You know what I mean? It's and I'm like, no, that's Grand Admiral Thrawn. He's a Star Wars character. That's the guy who does the voice, but it always leads to a fun conversation.
So speaking of Mark Thompson, I just had the greatest pleasure of interviewing him last night on my other podcast I'm a part of.
Dude, he's awesome, man.
So I don't know if you've heard yet because we posted about it, but he is going to be voicing. He confirmed last night on the podcast. He is voicing Vader in Master of Evil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Mark Thompson is good.
Out. He's a dope guy, man.
Fantastic in audio.
Like I always, when I'm mowing my lawn, I listen to the podcast. You know, or not the podcast, the audiobooks. Yeah, I'm listening to Alliances right now. And just, man, Mark Thompson, he's like, there's a lot of people that read that are great and that I love, but Mark Thompson, man.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just because he did the Heir to the Empire trilogy, which I think is like the best thing that's ever been written.
Definitely.
But I don't know, man. He's so freaking cool. You know, he was at the con 1 year there, and like, he's a legit fan too.
He is.
Because like there were some people playing like Star Wars. What's the card game where you play against each other?
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that last night.
Yeah, and he was just like, "You guys really playing?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Do you mind if I play?" And they're like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" Yeah. And he like ran upstairs and got his own personal deck and came back down and played. Dude, that's too cool, man. So I really like that. When I have David Santana. David Santana was a guy. He was the Nope Troopers. You remember the two stormtroopers in TFA that like they're cutting up the thing and they turn around, they go nope, and they walk the other way.
Nope.
He was one of those two guys. So he always stays in touch, always writes me. But when he came to the convention, he's a vintage Star Wars collector and even like an autograph collector and stuff. And he took home, like we got him, he was like, oh man, I always wanted an Imperial shuttle, but I never saw one in Spain when I grew up and blah, 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 blah. And so we got him an Imperial shuttle. And he like literally threw away clothes to fit it in his suitcase. Like he's like, here, I can't take these. If you could donate them or throw them out or whatever, you know. And it's just like a bag of like his shirts and pants because he's like a legit collector. You know what I mean? And I absolutely love those kind of people, man. I do.
That's awesome.
Yeah. When they who was it? Mark. Oh shoot. Played Boba Fett. One of the guys who played Boba Fett, Baby Boba Fett in the special edition. Mark.
God damn it.
So you were just talking about Mark Thompson, so it throws your mind off.
Yeah, I know. Now my brain's stuck.
But anyway, so he was here and he was a huge fan, and he was telling the story about how he got to play Boba Fett in the special edition. And his story was, so I'm sitting in there, and I was the guy in the office. Mark Anthony Austin, great guy. He's like, I was sitting in the office, and everybody always knew me as being the Boba Fett guy because I liked Boba Fett because he had like Boba Fett toys in his office and like the display case and whatnot. And he's like, and one day they just walked by and they're like, hey, listen, we need you for something. And they took him out and he did the Boba Fett scenes in the special editions, and he put on the gear and everything. And they like, that's so cool. Could you imagine like working in your office one day and somebody being like, hey, you know that thing that you love and dream about and have all over your walls? Would you like to be that in an actual movie for Star Wars right now? They'd be like, yeah, man. But I love those kind of things, man. So those are definitely my favorite kind of guest stars. And sometimes they aren't the most famous, but I don't know. I like that too, man, because they don't let it get in their head, you know?
Right.
And then we actually have a question for you. Clone Force, wondering, him and Lord Swinski are going to be hosting a panel at Ocala Comic-Con, and they're wondering if you had any advice for him.
For a fan panel? Wow. Well, you got to be yourself. High energy is always good. Involve the audience whenever you can, and people love free stuff. Get stickers or something, man. It doesn't have to be expensive free stuff. People love free stuff. If you're super flush and rich or whatever, get like a t-shirt cannon. I'm sure they'll dig it. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Even a playing card or something like that. If you get them involved a little, people love it, man. I mean, ask questions of the audience too. Send out one of your podcast guys and be like, do you have any questions about whatever it is your podcast is about, man? And I don't know, shoot me a link and I'll listen to it too.
Sounds like y'all need some Wrath of Mandalore on your panel.
There you go.
I mean, brother.
And whenever people offer help, take it.
Someone has to man the t-shirt cannon.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well,
pretty good aim. All the guys on stage tend to be my friends, and I wouldn't trust any of my friends with a t-shirt cannon. Yeah.
I'm going full Boba Fett if you give me that t-shirt cannon.
This one goes up to 11.
Wookiee scum.
Yes, I'm so excited just since that's what we've gotten so far. Like we are like a little under a year out, and bam, right from the get-go. So I mean,
well, the thing that you guys might not know, here's a little background thing, because you attended first time this year. The thing is what we did is between last year and this year, we had to do a reset because I was all the way in October. And we've tried a bunch of different times of the year. Like I always say, you know, in Jurassic Park, the first Jurassic Park, when they're talking about velociraptors, I'm like a velociraptor. I test the fences and see what the easiest part is, what the best path of least resistance is. So I've done cons, this convention, all different times of the year. It's fine in September, but it's not the best because kids are going back. But as soon as you get into the word of October, people are in Halloween mode, man. They are not in Star Wars mode. They are not in Comic-Con mode. They are not in Bubble Wall mode. They're in Halloween mode. So what happened is we were so far in October, I had to do this next one to take back the spring. I had to do the next one in 6 months. So that was 6 months at a new facility, what you saw. Wait till you see what this is this year. Because it was wonderful. Don't get me wrong, but it was definitely, I think, probably, well, not the smallest one, but probably like, no, I don't know. It was a really good, wait till you see what you see this year.
Well, and I think too, coming right off the heels of Celebration this past year,
Yeah.
I think everybody was just like, I spent $3,000 flying across country to not get a Hayden Christensen auto. So
Yeah, I know. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever. If you're the mouse, you got the money to be like, come. And everybody's like, okay, it's in Japan? Sure. Like,
why not?
I mean, that's cool, man. I mean, visit Japan, visit the world. I totally support that. But I don't know. If they're like, hey, listen, you want to see the new commercial for the next Star Wars show? Pay us $8 billion and fly to Japan. Or watch it 7.5 seconds later on YouTube. Your choice. So, personally, I stayed in America for that one. But I don't know, man. I have friends in England and stuff, and I was thinking about going to Japan. I even had my VIP tickets, which I ended up selling for the IC for Life charity. But I was planning on going, man, and nothing against it, but dude, it was just like, I was like, I'm packing for like 3 weeks. I got to do this. I want to go. And my wife likes Disney stuff too, you know, and I'm going to have to go to Disney. Right. And there's a Disney in Japan, and then there's another Disney or whatever. And then there's this other Disney thing. And all I'm thinking is, it's like, that's going to be the busiest weekend of like ever in the history of these Disneys. And I still got to go to them too. So as I'm dreading walking around crowds of 80 billion people, where I'm literally the tallest and biggest person in the entire country, I decided against it. But I'm looking at beds, and it's like, oh, you want a twin size for $800 a night? Like, here you go. And it's like, man, I'll be like my knees. At my knees, it'll be hanging off the bed. You know? They got ones where you can buy those little, you go in the little tunnel at night, man. Dude, I'm never going to fit in that. Yeah.
So small over there.
Dude, a bathroom on an airplane is not built for me. I just got to like not drink water the day before.
I'm already getting dread just thinking about like what the prices are going to look like when they start like showing the
for LA
7 stuff. Like, yeah. Backstage,
I'm gonna be real with you.
Time to crank those prices up.
I'm gonna be real with you. The thing that I've been thinking about doing is like, if I'm gonna do it, wife and I are gonna save up. We're gonna get an Airbnb, have like our best group of friends come through, because it's like, I'm not staying anywhere fucking near that resort, the convention center. This is gonna be mayhem. It's gonna be mayhem. I'll be okay. Hell no. Hell no. Mike will tell you about that. Hell no. But just like split it amongst, just have like a family thing, like Airbnb, just hang out, content, stuff like that. And then just like, we'll go to the con, we'll do these things. Cause it's like, I'm gonna be so real. And that's why I loved ICCC so much, is like, I could get everything I wanted to get done at the convention. Yeah. I didn't have to be like, oh shit, I got to run across the convention center to maybe get in line to maybe get in to do this. Like, it's just that ruins it for me.
That, or time gets away from you and you're at one end of the convention center and your photo op that is non-refundable and non-exchangeable is in 2 minutes on the opposite end of the convention center.
Yep. They're making you hoof it across concrete floors because they just hate that your knees exist.
Oh God, yeah.
And then for some reason, these giant cons, well, I know the reason. It's the same reason Disney does it. But like, you ever notice, like, you try to take a seat in like France in Epcot Center or something, and there's like all spikes on the walls, and they don't want you to sit at all.
No loitering.
Like if you're sitting, you ain't spending money, man, and that is unacceptable. So you go to these big giant conventions, and I was noticing that, man. Even with like, and I still go sometimes, but the only way I go is it's like, I go sometimes like that. Airbnb is great, man. I highly suggest. I've done it for Celebration before. You get an Airbnb that's like within 10, 15 miles, and you Uber in. And then Uber drops you off at the front of the line, at the front of the building, instead of 200 miles away.
You can get as drunk as you want and not have to worry about being responsible and driving everybody around all weekend.
Yeah, and you could also be like, hey, everybody come over and we'll get pizzas or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're just living off the one Starbucks in the basement with 200,000 people in line all day, every day.
Yep.
Brett, were you a little upset that you had to drive everybody at Rebel Scum Con?
Bro, it's like everybody's just getting hammered. And I'm just sitting there like,
Yeah,
It's always
Not
terrible
ideal.
to be the one sober man in the room.
hey, all I'm saying is I got drunk enough to do karaoke, so
Oh, that's always
we're
fun.
good. We're good. Lasting core memories.
Yeah, like, and honestly, if anybody in here that hasn't experienced ICCCon, like, if you've been to a con, you have not truly experienced ICCCon. Like, it's different than any other one you've ever been to. Like, the level of access that you have to the people there, like, you could just go up and just, like, if they're not busy, you just sit there and talk to them, and they have no problem doing that to you. And one of the greatest moments of my life, I got to tell Lord Shredder to hit number 4 on my elevator. I commanded Shredder to do something for me.
Well, the other thing that's cool too is like, you guys are all there. The people who are responsible for things are all there. So it's like I know and I can be confident that if there's a massive issue that happens, I can find somebody and be like, "Hey, is Mike around?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, he's over here." And then I can talk to you and be like, something happened here, but I know you're there and you can try. It's not always guaranteed that something happens. And you take care of it. But like if you go to a big convention, it's just like good luck finding anybody who's not going to tell you to fuck off.
Weeks.
Yeah.
You
Good luck finding somebody that's an actual security personnel at any of these big conventions.
And that's the thing,
I'll tell you. You know what the hook is with that, man? Here's the hook with that. As an event promoter, you need a certain insurance policy and a certain minimal amount of staff for security. The way they have to be qualified is that security company has to have an insurance policy, okay, that allows them to practice security in whatever state. What we do instead is, all right, here's the thing. The problem with that, the only problem with that is if something goes horribly, horribly, awfully wrong, okay? The promoter is covered, the security company is covered, everybody's covered, and they had the right things. And they don't really care because they're all covered. They're all worried more about being covered than a whole bunch of people, something horrible happened to them at their event. Like, I mean, that doesn't even click in their mind. In my mind, I'm like, how the heck am I going to sleep if anything goes wrong? So, yeah, the guy that's like answering your question where the bathroom is happens to like also be the head of Homeland Security for Tennessee. You know what I mean? Because I'm excessive like that. But that's why you don't see security like that anywhere else, man. That's totally on me. It's not necessary at all. Nobody else does it. But I would feel really bad, man, if there was anything that could be stopped or avoided if I paid extra money. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, and these other ones are just, they're worried if their butt's covered. You know,
the big difference is that you are putting on a convention that like you care about, like that you want people there to like, you care about the people at the convention.
Yeah.
Other conventions, they're there because they want money, and as soon as the money's protected, who cares?
Oh yeah, I have an awful business plan. If this was a business, I'd be crying into my eggs on like, bro, be eating ketchup soup, man. This thing, no, I do not run it properly as a business at all.
Oh, we were supposed to make money this weekend?
No, that does not. No, there is none of that. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, we'll do VIPs, but I'll give them a box that has a TV in it, a special room where they get food, ice cream, soda, chips, pie, candy all weekend long, and we'll just call it even. I mean, dude, if you're like serious enough about getting the deal, you could buy the VIP ticket and eat the VIP ticket in food.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You could really bang me up hard,
might
man.
have just sold me on buying VIP for ICCC.
Dude, you'll get a box, dude. It'll have a TV in it with a special message from a guest star for you. Like, literally, the shipping box for the badges has a TV, bro. Like, it is high-end, man.
Optic got one, and it was the coolest video he's posted. Like, that was so cool.
But you know what a ticket box like that costs? Everybody else throw that thing in a bubble mailer for you and shoot it out. But that's the difference, isn't
it? The craziest thing about last year's
your iPad broken.
Like, it was Lewis McLeod that did the thing last year, and then we had that whole thing with Lewis where Optic pulled the 101 and he signed it and everything with us. Like,
nice,
even crazier circumstances with that.
Yeah, that was insane, man. Yeah.
You're welcome, Optic.
But no, it's I don't know. So yeah, it's if you ever want to be a business person, I could totally help you with that. But not if you want to be a business person and have a convention. Just literally talk to any other convention in the world, you'll be fine. But just not me. Like, dude, literally, like one of the things that like our tent pole is, here's 2 of our tent poles. We give the biggest discount in the world to retired active duty, military, first responders, police and fire. 25%, which is like 15 or 20% than every other convention in the world.
Yep.
Like, it's way more. It's not like we give like 7% because everybody else gives 5. It's like 25 on everything. Tickets, booths, like not on merch because there's no margin in the merch already. It's really cool merch. No, so we do that. And my other tent pole is we are the only convention in the world that does not allow repro, fakes, reproduction items. We don't. We go around, we have people that check, we have people that tell booths to take them down. We have all those things in place. So if you're buying something at ICCC, it's going to be an authentic product. And the reason why we're so difficult with that, and now customs are wonderful, and people always get this confused. A custom is an item that can't be confused with the original. Those are wonderful. They are magic. They are Star Wars. A repro is something that is intended to copy an original. The thing is, man, is everybody's collection is different. And if we just stop competing on who has the most expensive XYZ of whatever, then your collection is beautiful. You don't have to buy a Kia and slap a Ferrari kit on it and pretend. Like, just don't do it. I don't care if it's like a single Stormtrooper, man. It's still your Stormtrooper. That's freaking awesome. You like Stormtroopers. I like Stormtroopers too. Cool. So we're a no repro convention also. And there's no other convention that does that. You walk around any convention and you'll see the booths. In the booths, they got repro there for sale or something. And it's like, man, I'll never do that. So, yes, if you want to be a good businessman and you would like to have a trucking company or art galleries, I got you. I'll help you. But if you want to be a good businessman and run a sci-fi convention, I cannot help you. I do it completely wrong. It's super duper fun, but it is a lost leader as far as my books are concerned.
Well, see, I feel like I would trust you helping me start up a convention more than like somebody who runs a fan expo, because I know
you're never going to make any money, dude. Fan expo, man, you'll be sitting at a rainforest wood office table that tree hasn't existed since 1928, man, drinking scotch that doesn't have radiation in it because it's from before World War II. You know what I mean? Like, me, you'll be like sweeping a barn at like 3 a.m. being like, shoot, I should have paid the extra to have the people clean this room. You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference.
But the big difference is too that like you even notice with all like the actors and actresses and artists and everybody that come to you, they have a respect for you that like they understand that like you appreciate this fandom in a way other conventions really don't, and that you'll celebrate them because a lot of these like people they don't get the credit they really deserve for like being a part of like different fandoms. And this really like I was so excited last year that you got the Turtles out. Like I was so glad to see that those guys put back in spotlight again.
For like the 30th and 5th anniversary. We even had a pizza party. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I got a pair of turtle sneakers, man, that I got signed by them all because I'm a turtle nerd. I like turtles, man.
Like, nobody and especially last year, like all of us huge Roger Christian fans. Like, and
dude, why didn't nobody give Roger Christian a chance till I started putting him in a convention?
Exactly.
What is that about? He like invented everything.
Exactly, man. It's disheartening. I mean, they have a lightsaber visual dictionary book, and he's mentioned like once in the fine print at the very end of the book.
But I mean, now, dude, now he's at lots of conventions and stuff.
That's the book that I'm talking about.
He literally created some of the most memorable objects in pop culture, and most people don't even know who he is, and it's just like it's sad.
Dude, he's really cool about it, dude.
To see him there.
Yeah. Well, technically, he did R2, man.
I wouldn't have these prop replica NeoPixel sabers without Roger. Like, he deserves so much more than what the fandom has given him.
Well, dude, the DL44 is his, man. Like, you kidding?
So this
Yeah.
is the
Oh,
lightsaber
and he-
collection book, right?
He told us an awesome story too when he was on our show that he took that the DL to Harrison Ford, and he's like, I can't get it to work right, and he's like, I'll make it work. So this
Nice.
the scene that you see Harrison Ford like just going bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang. That was him doing that.
Well, even the R2 that we know as R2, man, is him too.
In this
Yep.
book,
Yep.
Like, he built that first wooden one.
his name is mentioned exactly one time.
In that whole lightsaber book.
Exactly one time.
And he literally invented the lightsaber. George Lucas was like, I need a light up sword. And Roger Christian made what is a lightsaber.
Yeah. Like,
Think of how many ways you can go with light up sword. We could have been having like the Highlander sword here, guys, that like had like twinkle lights on it.
Or
If
like
it wasn't
the
for
ones
Roger
that
Christian.
you used to get at like Barnum and Bailey's.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
To have that like design like eye to basically see like a box of just flash handles and think laser swords. Like,
Yeah. Genius.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I we can't thank you enough for having him there. Like that, just anytime.
No,
they
for
get him
sure,
out
brother.
and get him honored, we appreciate it because.
Well, we like doing stuff like that, man, where it really brings even the creators of our toys, stuff like that. People that really don't get a lot of burn, but I don't know, man. Like, the reason why we love Star Wars toys is sure because of Star Wars. But the reason why we love certain toys so much is because that person that crafted that thing and made it into a reality. You know what I mean? Like,
cared about it.
I don't know.
It's
Like Kim
something
Simmons, for
about-
example. He just like all our box art. I mean, before you ever have a toy, you're looking at what he created. You know, I don't know, man. It's crazy.
And there's just something about the past few generations where they've just like they've decided, hey, we're not going to completely grow up. Like we're going to continue to enjoy toys. We're going to continue to enjoy video games and Star Wars and comic books. Like
Friggin'
yeah,
massive
exactly.
collection of toys right there.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me
I
drive
get so
further
much
out.
flack from my girlfriend for all my toys right here, dude.
And there's like, and this is my den. This isn't even my collection or anywhere where my collection is. My collection's on the other side of the house. This is just like where I watch the news in the morning. Which, to tell you the truth, I don't even watch the news anymore. It's like Jackie Gleason or something. It's crazy. There's like some old TV station. I don't even know what it's called, but it's just like black and white. And it's like, holy crap, that's Carol Burnett or like Angela Lansbury at like 20 singing a song. It's crazy. I don't even know what it is.
Oh, you gotta love the retro stuff, man. It's always nice to go back to that stuff every now and then. My kid, honestly, it cracked me up. We watched she's 6. And we watched Frankenweenie for the first time.
Oh, nice.
And it actually scared her more because she didn't know movies came in black and white.
Oh, wow.
Like, why is it black and white? It's so scary. Like,
that's craziness, man.
Way more creepy when you can't see.
You're gonna be terrified of the first like 20 minutes of the Wizard of Oz, Kyber.
I'm not showing her Wizard of Oz. She'd get nightmares.
Somebody should do something genius and just grab like an old classic black and white movie that's like an old scary movie and just drop it as a new release.
Nosferatu.
Oh yeah. I mean,
like Nosferatu, and just make everybody's brain melt that it's in black and white and so scary. And how'd you make something so scary? And it's like, dude, it's like 80 years old, man.
When I was in college, like every Saturday night in the film like hall, they would have old school black and white horror movies, and they would have just 3 in a row that you just went there and watched. It'd be like Nosferatu, like
well, Kyber, when you went to college, they were probably new films at the time.
I think Nosferatu had just came out on whatever you call that film. I'm not that old, okay? I was VHS, baby. But yeah, like those old classic movies, like, and it just they don't look good in color. Like I think Turner got in trouble like several years ago when they tried to colorize them all, and they don't look good in color. They look better in black and white.
It loses something for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it? The Christmas one there. It's a Wonderful Life. Man, in color, it's just not. It's not right.
Weird.
It's just weird. Yeah.
I think last year was the first year I actually watched it because I didn't even know it existed, and I saw it on like Prime, and I'm like, oh, it's in color. I'll check this out. Like,
it's just weird, man.
Because it's all got that digital like look to it too. So like everything's just off. Like,
yep. Yeah, it's the what is it? The Polar Express conundrum or whatever. Or just like it's just off. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's all these things that we get to celebrate again as adults. It's way better when you get to have your own money to enjoy these.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Mom and Dad told me no way too many times, so had to rectify for that.
Yeah, we are all Grogu and an IG-11 body.
But yes.
Yes.
Keep swiping.
Keep swiping.
More.
So, Michael, usually we go through and talk about if anybody had any big pickups this week. Did you have anything?
For me personally, no. That's sad. But no, I did buy a big collection because I do these sales on Taco Tuesday that I've done for like ever. And it's like this big thing. It's super fun. But I picked up a huge collection of like AFA graded and stuff like that recently. So yeah, like massive. So that's really cool. But nothing for me, man. You know what? I did. I got a Boba Fett, and I ended up keeping him because I did buy a thing of a collection, and he has a blaster glued into his hand. And I was like, I'm keeping him because he's super fun, and no one will treat him right. You know what I mean? I don't know. Right. But I'm a Boba nerd, dude. I got a huge Boba Fett tower. I wish I got to hook up Wi-Fi over there, and the next time you guys have me on, I think I walked you through once.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I'm a Boba guy, dude. Nothing cool. I'll think about it. You guys go and let me think, because maybe I got something cool. I don't know. I buy silly stuff all the time, so I can't believe I got through a week without doing so.
I did the same.
Well, I'm broke right now, so I didn't get anything, but I did want to show you. I did pick this up.
Ooh,
that's cool. I've got one of those at the top of my stair going to my collection room, man. That's a great toy.
I'm pretty sure I got this at ICCCon.
Yeah,
nice.
Because those were the fire object of ICCCon. Everybody was grabbing an Unleashed figure.
Yeah.
About you, kid? You got anything, man?
Well, this came from Rebel ScumCon, thanks you to Wrath of Mandalore and good old Sklabine. 2006 Feel the Force electronic Obi-Wan Kenobi Revenge of the Sith saber.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. You know, it lights up and all. Fresh out the box. Where's the box? Right here.
You?
What?
Yes,
I love it, dude. Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Clone Force texted me, Kyber, and said pull up one of his messages or whatever.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm on my phone, so I can't see a lot of things.
Nope, the first one, the one that says 1 of 2 that he didn't put on there.
Oh, yeah, so he did all of it.
I agree with you, Brian. People behind the scenes deserve a lot more love.
They really do.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
But they're the ones that make the Star Wars fandom run, man. I mean, if we were all just waiting on Natalie Portman to show up for a convention, we'd all be pretty out of luck, you know? Because, like, she's at like a cotillion with some queen of somewhere or something right now.
Nice.
Yeah, and I found a clip too of her in the 90s, like or like the early 2000s. She was on like Conan, and like Conan asked her, "Is like, hey, would you ever go to a Star Wars convention?" She's like, "I'm broke."
Yeah, if I'm broke. Yeah. Which is a very sad thing to say, but whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know. Whatever. Dude, you know what? Whatever. They keep doing it. I always say that's my biggest complaint with new Star Wars is they keep making super famous people Star Wars people. And Star Wars people should be random XYZ person off the street because gosh darn it, Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker. Period.
Yeah.
He's not blank knocker from whatever, and he's not this from whatever. You know what? Maybe he like moonlights as the Joker from the 90s Batman fight. But that's it, man. You know what I mean? Princess Leia was Princess Leia. And that's what should happen with Star Wars. I don't love that Jack Black was in a random freaking Mandalorian episode. I'm not a fan of it. And I got no problem with Jack Black. I like some of his movies and stuff. It's just, why you got to make him? Yeah. Dude, if you got a picture, and no one would have a picture from that episode, but if you had a picture from that episode, how are you ever going to get Jack Black's autograph on it? Like stand outside a, I don't know, Salt Bay's restaurant for the next 6 weeks of your life, or wherever the heck Jack Black goes. Because you know he ain't at McDonald's. Yeah.
Playing Tenacious D songs.
Yeah. And nothing against him, but just, dude, stop doing it. Like when they made Danny Trejo the Rain Corps keeper, and they just like pushed out Danny Trejo on a cart. It's like, why, bro? You couldn't give a little bit of love to one fat guy that likes Star Wars like me? Like, it's a Rain Corps keeper.
Well, they couldn't have you being taller than the Rain Corps. That's why they didn't.
Yeah, valid. Fair enough.
And yeah, Brian actually works on this stuff too. Like he actually so he gets to see the people that actually.
Oh, nice. Well, Brian, I buy Star Wars props and stuff that fall off the back of trucks.
Yeah, you know what's funny is it's Brian's truck.
Hey, it's fine by me, man.
But yeah, I mean, and a great example of that is like the fact that you had Brandon Wayne there. Like, man does not get enough credit for the.
Dude, he's freaking awesome. He is the Mandalorian, man. He's the reason why the Mandalorian walks like he walks. He's the Mando. Pedro Pascal, and I mean nothing against him. Congratulations to the guy. He's gotten like every movie on the face of the planet, and somehow I don't know, man. I'm not trying to go down that rabbit hole, but he gets away with an awful lot of stuff that I've seen an awful lot of news anchors go to jail for. So I don't know, whatever there. But dude, all he does is be like, I'm gonna take off my helmet and like I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I love the Mandalorian. I love it. But the parts I like the least are when Pedro Pascal's face is on the screen. And it's not because I have any beef with Pedro Pascal, but keep your freaking hat on, man. It's like literally your only job.
Right.
It's all of it, like all of his mannerisms, like because that's one of the coolest things. You see John Wayne and Brandon Wayne when he walks. He's got the John Wayne strut.
And you see John Wayne in the Mando, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
It was so sick to talk to him about that, and like his like homage that he wanted to do to John was crazy.
Dude, I got him to sign my holster on my carry piece, and I had him write "Fill your hands, you son of a," on the thing for the John Wayne, and it did. He was super cool about it, man.
Yeah, he was super dope. Super dope.
Yeah.
Funny thing with Brendan Wayne, he absolutely loved the con. He actually he was supposed to leave at 2:00 on Sunday, and he called his agent, or he talked to his agent. And his agent called me and was like, "Hey, listen, man, can we change his flight or anything?" I'm like, "Well, like before, he can't get out till like 11, man," and I didn't want to make him do that. You know, he's like, he doesn't care. He wants to stay to the end. And I was like, "Okay, man." So he stayed to the end, but he was just so happy because, see, the thing is, all right, that's one of the special things that the way this is set up, not like a business, provides, is the real fans that really love these people are there. And these people get to see that for the first time, where it's not like, here's 7,500 pops for you to sign so I could sell them on eBay tomorrow. Right. It's like, hey, man, you know, in season 2, episode 3, you remember when you grabbed your blaster from the left side instead of the right? Do you think that was because you were having a silly day or your hand hurt? And you know what I mean? They like, we know we're the legit nerds. You know what I mean? We are not the resellers, the flippers, the eBay people that are just like, sign these pops. And I think, like you were saying before, how the guest stars feel so comfortable. I think that's because we're not those people. You know what I mean? Like, there is no back room where they have to go sign 150 cards for tops that day. Like, we're just, and they all get to chill and just be human, with people that love what they've done.
Yeah, and I mean, like, that's the cool thing too, is like I don't have to deal with any of those assholes. Like 'cause I don't like, like I know what you're doing if you're getting 17 Funko Pops signed by the same person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you're gonna scalp them. And it's like,
well, you should see it at all the big cons, man. They have a room in the back where they go in and everything's laid out on like 10, 15 of those 8x10 tables, and they just go one to another and go. I'm sure you've seen them on pictures or whatever. Yeah. And they come so worn out by the time they get to you guys, because like obviously tops and Funko matter more than the fan. You know what I mean? They're paying the big bills, but also why you don't see us having a Funko exclusive or a, but those things will never happen at ICCC, and I'd love for them to happen. I'll tell you what, Funko wants to come out with an ICCC pop. God bless them. Thank you. I'll sell the crap out of them. Come all resellers and buy my ticket and go sell your Funko Pop. I'm fine with it. But we don't do that on the side. You know what I mean? I don't have like side deals with signing companies that are waiting in the back room to make this person hands fall off and then be like, no, you're supposed to use the purple pen instead of the blue pen. You know what I mean? Like, that's stressful. And that's
Billy
why
wanted the autograph on the left corner.
Yeah, man. And that's why you see the guest stars at this thing, they're not worn out or frustrated or tired in any way. They just want to hang out more. Like, I mean, I when do you ever see guest stars hanging out after hours at a convention?
I mean,
like in general.
The coolest thing too is like the whole thing with the 1-of-1 is like Andy and Lewis were just having a couple drinks,
just hanging out.
Like, yeah, no, that was insane that you got that on a straight video.
Yeah,
like if anybody doesn't know what they're talking about, like this dude, who was it? Was it one of you guys? Somebody pulled it.
It was our buddy.
I remember you were all in the video.
Yeah.
My wife's in the video walking by with like a pen right after being like, blah, 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 do science or whatever. And but you guys and like the dude pulls a card and he's like, oh, it's so awesome, it's 1-of-1. And everybody's like, oh, it's freaking awesome, it's 1-of-1. And he's like, and like Sebulba is like right here, like having a drink. And he's like, hey, man, I just got a 1-on-1 of you. And he comes over and he's like, oh, that's Mactastic or however he talks to you. I don't know.
I turned to the left and I was like, that was
bonkers. Yeah.
And they were doing the whole card thing. And I just like, I'm like shitting myself. And I just start walking over and I'm like shaking. I'm like, oh, fuck, he's going to tell me fuck.
Oh, dude, I'm sure nobody believes the video is real. It looks insane.
I walk over to him and I was like, hey, I don't mean to interrupt. But I don't know if you know Star Wars cards at all, but we just pulled a 1-of-1 Sebulba, and he's like, "What the hell is that?" Like it is like Scottish. I'm blanking on the accent. He's like, I was like, "Would you like to come over and see it?" And he's like, "Hell yeah, I'll come over." And then he comes over, and it just like insane.
Yeah. Like, if you watch anybody's point of view of whenever Matthew McLeod walks over, it's literally just like 2 minutes of him standing next to me, and I'm just smiling like the biggest idiot on the planet.
No, but you know what? You aren't chewing through those French fries, and I was proud of you because I'd be like eating those French fries, and there is a plate of French fries with ketchup right in front of you, and you're letting them live. Yeah. No, thank you for coming, brother. I appreciate it. But yeah, we'll keep doing it, man.
Big Pop.
What up, Ricky?
And the thing is, like, the next day, like, because it was such an awesome thing, I was like, I have to go talk to this guy, like, and give him my money for an autograph, because that was one of the coolest things ever. He deserves my money. So I went to his booth, and we just all talked to him, and he literally pulls it up on, like, Chat GPT, like, types everything in there, and it was a 600 trillion in one shot that all those things were going to happen for that, like, to happen. And I was like, good God. I think I
planned all of that a month and a half before. This is the kind of thing a promoter has to do, man. It's difficult. But if you get the logistics right, it's magic.
No, but it was crazy because we talked to him for like an hour. Like everybody else was going out to eat and doing all this stuff. And we were sitting there talking to him. And then afterwards we walked up to the table and I was like, I was telling him, what Phantom Menace meant to me with, my grandfather and all that stuff. And he's like, I really want you to just have an auto pick one. I was like, what? He's like, just don't tell anybody or I'll beat you up. And I was like, yes, sir.
Well, I guess you're getting beat up now.
Uh-oh. Blues is coming.
It was
for you.
funny. I was like, I'm pretty close with Brendan. I think he can take you.
But yeah, like, and that's experiences you can only get at this convention. Like, no way you would be able to just randomly talk to a person at like Star Wars Celebration, like a celebrity there.
No.
And then,
well, that's
like,
the thing is like
that'll
they're
never
open
happen.
to it. Like I feel like Hayden and those guys, they do it, but
They
their
would
management
be.
company would be like, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you don't leave.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
See the
Like
line?
when I met Shin at Ocala's not necessarily like a really big convention, but it's just big enough to where you can tell that it's corporate backed. And she would take the time to sit there and talk with people, unless you were like this one dude that walked up with a wagon with like 17 Funko Pops and Black Series figures. Then she signed like 5 things and she was like, yeah, no, you can go wait until everybody else is done and I'll get you at the end of the day.
That's good. That's good of her.
But that was Ivana. That wasn't her management. But like some of her management and some of the con management, bro, they're kind of like trying to rush you through, like talking to these people. It's like, I just spent money coming down to this convention, paid the administration fee, bought my ticket, just spent another $80 to $150 for an autograph. Like, I'm going to sit here and talk to these people for a minute or two. I'm sorry if there's like 30 people behind me, but I'm spending good money. I'm going to talk to these people.
Well, see, that does come with planning as well, and something that we do as well. And one of the reasons why, as unfortunate as it is, and as much as I'd love to have Mark Hamill, we'll never have Mark Hamill. Unless like something craps the leprechaun. And I have said, sir, if you want to do it for, charity and you want to do it one autograph a fan or whatever like that, I'd be more than happy to, facilitate in whatever way I can. But and I didn't say this to him, but I did say it to the agent. And I said, but if he really wants $1.25 million in a private jet to come out and me try to make that by selling autographs for $700 a pop, I go, don't even bother. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not trying to badmouth him or anything. And I appreciate what he's done for the fandom, and Luke Skywalker's Luke Skywalker. But you can choose to be like, well, I'm only signing for charity. Well, I'm only signing one per person, and it has to be a flat fee of $100 that is added onto their ticket if they want an autograph from me. Fine. I support that. You're a multi-millionaire. That's really sweet of you to come out and do it. You know what I mean? But when it comes to like, I want 1.25, a private jet. I want a cave so no one can see me that is not paying for my autograph. And I want, you know what I mean? Where you have to like build the pipe and drape all around them, and it's like a maze to get through.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have seen it. And I don't like that, man, because it's like, dude, there's so many other ways. If you're truly one of those people that's like, well, I don't want to sign because the flippers just flip my stuff on eBay. Fine. Only sign the badges. If you just sign the badges and the flippers can't have the badges, they can't make more of the badges. And then you're still a nice guy that's not just banging up your fans. Or just be like, yeah, sure, I'll sign at your convention, but you want a 8x10, it's $500, and you want a lightsaber, it's $750, because it's so much harder to write your name on a lightsaber than it is on a freaking 8x10. That drives me nuts, man. And you know what? But I understand why people do it, because they're trying to avoid the... You know what? James Arnold Taylor was one of the best ones that I ever saw that did it. And what he did to avoid it is, if you got it personalized, it was a certain price. If you did not get it personalized, it was much more. And I thought that was a good idea. So I always liked that. James Arnold Taylor used to do that. I don't know if he still does. I haven't had him for years. But that I thought was a good idea. But when it's like, because all you're doing, man, is I get that they're going to sell that for $800, $900 on eBay, and they're going to flip it and make their money. Fine. But you're taking the real fan that loves Luke Skywalker and totally, like, I mean, are any of you going to walk up and give $750 for Luke Skywalker's autograph?
No.
Now,
No.
I mean,
do you all love Luke Skywalker and do you all want his autograph? Then I think it is complete BS that that's the way this whole thing goes.
I would sell my wife for
Just got to keep working hard, man. You'll get one. I got my Luke Skywalker autograph on a celebration badge. Like, I mean, I paid the $500 at the time or whatever it was. But I don't know, man. There's ways to avoid it without banging up your fans, and they can all run to that excuse. But if you notice, the guest stars I have aren't the ones that run to that excuse. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't want the flippers to get it. Well, yeah, I get that, but you're also taking it away from the real fans too, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. If any of us were multi-billionaires, we'd be cleaning our Lamborghinis and our jets instead of playing with our Star Wars toys. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'd be hanging out with
that. I think I'd still be playing with my Star Wars toys.
I would still, but I mean, like, if I made that kind of money, if I made that kind of money, I wouldn't be at a convention to get your autograph. I'd just call somebody that knows you, and
you'd just be like, "Hey, listen, you're doing my birthday party," or be that guy that, like, I don't know, what was it? Drake was like renting out Disney World for his family for a day or whatever. Like, that's where you get Mark Hamill's autograph. You have him come over to your house and make you breakfast one day for $50,000, $80,000, $100,000, whatever. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, brother. You can't have all conventions do it this way. It has to be something where you hemorrhage money and lose money, and you're okay with it. That's the only way this happens. Real conventions have to make a profit, man.
It's a one of a kind experience, honestly. Like, and if anybody here hasn't been, I suggest you check it out. It's so much fun. It's a super affordable convention. They won't kill you on the price for things. Like, and you will meet the coolest people you've ever met. Fans, actors, people that just make awesome stuff. Raph.
Yeah.
I'll even let you ride on my Bantha.
And it like, honestly,
and there's no administration fees on our tickets.
Like my daughter, first time she ever got to cosplay, she had a blast there. It was so much fun for her.
What was she cosplaying as?
So the coolest thing she got to do, I made her a little Leia costume from Kenobi.
Nice.
She ran into someone that was playing sequel trilogy Leia and original trilogy Leia, and she got a picture with all of them. So it's
awesome.
all versions of Leia in the same picture. But yeah, she had a blast. It was so much fun for her. She loved the droids. She called them her friends the whole weekend. She's like, "Oh, there's my friends."
We're upgrading the droid section. I know the droid section is awesome already, but I've got some things in the works that are upgrading the droid section. It should be really cool.
He's going to get an actual working war crime chopper.
I was going to say,
we had a helicopter one year. Not enough people used it, but we did have it, and it was super fun, man. I went crazy one year, and I was like, "Screw it!" I rented some venue that was like a big state fair, right? It was I think 2019, maybe, or no, 2022, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it was the one out in Lebanon, and I did get a helicopter, dude, and I put the ICCC logo on the side of it, and we had a demolition derby. And I have one video where this helicopter's flying sideways over the demolition derby where the cars hit, and it was so cool. And that video was really, really awesome, but I don't think it was worth the cost of a helicopter. But it was cool. And we had helicopter rides for $75 a piece. But I had to give a lot of money to that helicopter pilot at the end and just be like, "Here you go, bro. Thanks for hanging out." Because it was like not enough people went on the helicopter for it to pay for a helicopter, but it was there.
There is 10-year-old you that was like ready to high five you like crazy for the
yeah, dude, it was so freaking cool, man. I'm an Airwolf kid, dude, man. I was like, yeah. And dude, Darth Vader, I gotta
and then things fly overhead.
Yeah, dude. And I got this video. My buddy's in the helicopter and he took Darth Vader up. So he's in a helicopter with Darth Vader. But I don't know, it's just cool, man. Like one year we had a zoo and it was a trip because you walk around like one corner and there was like snakes and alligators and like all this crazy stuff, like, and it was a zoo, and the Tennessee Wildlife Department or whatever came like right at the beginning of the show because like it was announced and stuff, and they were like, "We're gonna catch them," but it was like a legal zoo that does this kind of stuff. And they're like, "Oh, that's freaking cool, man!" And they're really cool about it. But it was like we had an alligator with like the Loki ears on it. We had like a baby kangaroo that was like you could pet or whatever. I don't know. It was a trip. But we always do something fun, man, and that's what we like to do. You know, whether it's a burlesque show or a church, you never know what you're going to find at ICCC.
Yeah, I mean, and last year we literally you had a tattoo booth, arcade, and then a Cirque du Soleil style show, a concert in the same room.
Yeah, that was insane. I caught a couple peaks like walking past, like with the acrobatics and all that. I'm like, how are y'all doing this in like an 8-foot room, bro? Like that is not a lot of space.
Yeah. No, you'd be surprised what's legal if you get the right permits.
Like, it is just insane. It's a convention meets like a Star Wars circus. It's just awesome.
It's just a big sleepover with all your friends.
That's it.
Yeah, the best way to put it. Like, it's so much fun. Like, you have like literally from like sun up to sun down, you're having a blast, and then as soon as that day's finished, you got another one to do it again, and it's just it's awesome. The worst day is when you're heading out on Sunday. Like that's the worst part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I always want you to not be too exhausted and not be too broke. But no, I think the best part about our convention, there's always a place to grab a seat if you feel like sitting down for 5 minutes.
A big rarity amongst actual conventions is finding a place to sit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, Mike. That free drink hour.
They even follow it up with a free breakfast. It's nice, right?
I have people going into the line to just get me drinks. I'll be like, "Hey, go get us 2 drinks. You can have one."
Hey, man, I don't put the system in place, and they're happy to pour it. But and they invited us back this year, so I guess we didn't do anything that bad.
That's right.
Hopefully, we won't break the elevator this year.
Well, actually, one of the things that pushed us back, don't barf on the carpets, please. It's all new carpets. But that's one of the things that pushed us back to June was they're putting in carpets from May 2nd until June, I think it's 16th. So we will be literally first thing ever on these carpets. So if there's stains, it's definitely going to be my fault. So don't do anything to the carpets, please.
I'm bleeding out.
I know, man. Just do it on the tile. You'll be fine. Hopwood will come over there. He'll take care of you, patch you up. Just do it on the tile.
And then I get to go for a free ride
before you come in.
Yeah, but you'll all see it. It'll be like some crazy new carpet, man. I don't know. That takes 2 months to install. I was like, how are you getting carpet that takes 2 months to install? I'll get you some guys. We'll do it over the weekend. What's the problem?
Yeah, get some of us press guys to come do it. We'll take care of it.
I'm saying, yeah.
We got it.
Hey guys,
I was like, we could do it in the middle.
Carpet at ICCCon.
I mean, it's a big rectangle. How hard can it be, right? Just staple the carpet to the floor. It's fun.
Just roll it out. It's done.
But I was even like, can you squeeze me in? Can you squeeze me in like end of May or something? I go, I don't care if like half of it's carpeted and half of it's not carpeted. You could just be like, here you go. And then I'll be fine with it. And then you could just tell the carpet guys to come back on Monday, you know? And they were like, no. But I'm actually kind of excited for the weekend. I was trying to avoid it because it is Father's Day, but I also think it's like literally the best Father's Day ever. Yeah. Like, what could you possibly want as a father that's a Star Wars nerd that is an ICCC for your present, you know?
Mean,
and it's kind of a get-out-of-jail-free card if you don't have a wife that's that far into it, you know?
I as a dad, I'm all for just having a random gift kind of be given to me during the weekend.
There you go.
I'm not going to complain about that at all.
You know what? You just gave me an idea. I think I'm going to do a gift for fathers. So if you're a father, you stop by the con store on Sunday and you get yourself a exclusive piece of merch. I'm going to actually write that down right now.
Better talk to my girlfriend. We got to get to making some babies here soon.
There you go, man. There you go.
Adopted children count.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
All right.
Can I just say that I'm Rat's child?
Fostering Slutsky for a week.
You adopted
dude, all you got to do is stand at the end of the line and be like, dude, do you really want that badge? I know you got a kid. Can you go into the line?
Okay,
And just give him $10 at the end of the line. I don't know what it'll be. I'll think of something.
You know what I'm gonna do?
$50, and you could just like, this is my kid. Haven't I seen her like 3 times now? No.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll figure out a way to avoid that. I'll have you get it like, I don't know. You got to get like a big star tattooed on your hand if you get one or something.
I'm gonna get like somebody like Andy Seacombe and just be like, "Will you be my dad for like 20 minutes?"
Oh.
He's gonna come over. He's gonna be like,
people are gonna hack the system. I'm gonna have to figure something out. All right, fine.
"This
DNA
is my
test
son."
booth. The DNA test booth will be right to the right hand side of the ICCCon booth.
ICCC determined
Brought to you
you
by
are
21andMe.
not the father.
Congratulations, you are the father. Grab your merch.
Maury's hosted it this year.
And then we'll have like 3 people that get really, really angry with the outcome of the DNA test. So it can't be that guy.
Doesn't even look like me.
I gotta come to a sci-fi convention to find this out. What are you doing to me? See, good ideas come right there. That's a good idea. I'll figure out how to implement.
Brainstorming live on cam. Well, Michael, you're a busy man. We'll let you get out of here, man. And I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, no worries.
Always
I
great
love it.
Awesome in general.
I love what you guys are doing too, man. And I love that, you podcasters and YouTubers and stuff like that, you really grow this hobby and keep this hobby alive, because there can't be a con every day and there can't be a sleepover every night. But you guys keep us going in between the tough times, especially during the COVID times and stuff like that. And I don't know, man, it's this love of the thing that we do that keeps it alive. So the more of us that do it, it's that Roger Rabbit thing, man. Once we start talking about it and stop caring about it, it disappears. So people like you are extremely important. And always remember that I am already 44 years old, and eventually I'm going to have to Willy Wonka somebody. So you young bucks coming up, think about that. And if you don't know what Willy Wonka is, it's a guy that owned a chocolate factory that ended up giving it to a kid because he couldn't run it anymore. So, geez. Watch an old movie.
We get to go tour the ICCCon factory.
Yeah.
Does that mean we get free chocolate?
Do not drink out of the chocolate river, because it ain't chocolate.
No.
Oh, God.
We were just trying to save you the money on the con, so we couldn't afford the top of the toilet pipes,
Don't touch the
They had to
gum
take
either.
out the toilet pipes to install the carpet.
No, it's just like a moat that goes down the middle. Oh, well, that degraded the conversation. There you go. So on that note, thanks for having me.
No problem. And
Thank you so much, Michael.
Where can everybody follow you and get more information on ICCCon?
Yeah. It's easy. You can just do the @ symbol and then ICCC Nashville. You could also look it up with the hashtag ICCCon. You can also Google Michael Haven Star Wars and I'll come up everywhere. I don't know, man. Just look for ICCC anywhere on the internet. You'll find something, or talk to these guys, or watch the wonderful videos people make, stuff like that. But once you find it, it is like that speakeasy. Once you find out where it is, you will come back every time. And it's because it's different. And I hate calling it a convention, because that word is not the word.
You want to buy some sticks?
Yeah. Yeah, it's an experience. We try to do the immersive experience thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. Tell your friends, the more people come, the less money I'll lose, and that'd be great. So do that.
Help this guy get into the green after one of these, man. Come on.
Yeah, that would be great. $8, man. If I make $8, I'll buy $8 worth of something fun. I'll get myself a sandwich or something.
Hey, calm down here, Wikipedia. Our fundraiser is almost over now.
Well, it's funny, man. I go and I look at some of these the big corporate ones, and you look them up on Wikipedia, because you just said Wikipedia, and it goes back, and it's like Informa owns 70% of all the cons in the world. And if you go look into Informa on Wikipedia and stuff, and you get back to their parent company, it's created in medieval England in 626, year 605 or whatever. And you're like, wow, dude, I'm with a $48 billion evaluation. And I'm sitting here being like, come to ICCC, it's fun. And they're like, here's $20 billion for marketing on a Tuesday. And it's like, ah. So I don't know what I'm doing, man, but fight the power, love what you love, and don't let nobody tell you not to. That's the best advice I can give you, because I'm still here.
And guys, tickets are up. VIP passes, the whole weekend passes, they're all there. Get them now. I guarantee you guys will have an awesome weekend. It's a blast. I mean, we'll all be there. You're gonna see some awesome toys. You just see things you won't even expect. Like I said, we just walked by a room and saw Cirque du Soleil going on. Like, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Or like Kyber said earlier, riding in the elevator with Master Shredder, like telling him to what hotel floor you're on. Like,
yeah. So I recommend it to anybody. It's the most fun you're going to have, whether you're a Star Wars fan or not, because it's all fandoms. Like, everything is there, no matter what you like. Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Star Trek, like Marvel, DC, everything. So,
essentially, if it has a collectible, we cater to it. We're a collector's convention, so yeah. They'll all have a toy.
Everybody, check it out. It's a blast. I can't recommend it enough. But yeah, and again, Michael, thank you so much for coming on, man.
No, thanks, boys. I appreciate it.
We love talking the good news of ICCCon here. So
yeah, well, cool, boys. Have a great night. And as I always say on my Taco Tuesdays or on the Imperial Commissary or anything, I always say to be a great member of the IC, or ICCC if you want to call it. But to be a great member of the IC, you got to do three things. You just got to teach, learn, and grow the hobby. And that's it. And you guys do that every time you do this show. So keep doing this show. Even if you ever get discouraged or anything like that, there's people that really, really care about it. So keep doing it. But thank you very much for having me on. Thank you for what you do. And I appreciate that you guys love Star Wars, because it'll be nice to have somebody to sell my crap to when I bust my hip at 80 years old. Good night, boys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one, man.
Thank you. And then, you guys got anything coming up? You guys want to share? Raph?
Follow my YouTube content daily. Not
fuck,
daily,
he's
but
going for daily content?
No,
God damn.
I'm not
staring at screen all day.
Here. You better be checking that out, guys.
We're not quite on daily content. My editor's a little slow mentally. No, I'm just fine. Yeah, I mean, I've just, like I said at Rebel ScumCon, man, I got back and I'm just content. So if you like Star Wars, you like, being a part of a big community like Mandalorians, come chill, come hang out, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. I might be posting TikToks of content to try to get people from that cesspool over to my YouTube channel. So, yeah.
Nerd, I know you got some stuff coming up.
Mainly just gonna be playing with this for the next 7 years. Sure you guys saw it during the live stream. I would just pick it up, or the Anakin one, and just be spinning it around. Video wise, I'm planning on making a return back to some lore content, but mainly just trying to bust out the Shroud of Darkness, the finishing up that whole story. That way I can work on the second and the third book in it. So yeah, hopefully I'll get that up by November, December this year.
And as for me, I'm the podcast, still doing some songs here and there. I made I decided to see how weird I can make a song. So I decided to make a trap rap about Legos and use Enter the Sandman by Metallica. So it's weird. I made an AI music video for it. Haven't quite figured out how to do syncing correctly. Oh God, we lost Nerd.
He's done.
So it's going to be off a little bit, but it's not bad. First shot. So that's up. I think when I get to 1,000 subs, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm working on doing a lightsaber customization video. Just going to take like a RGB lightsaber, like a cheap one you can get off AliExpress, put a nice like leather wrap on it, weather it up, make it look like legit, and then we'll do a giveaway at 1,000 subs for that. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'm just waiting to crack 50.
Oh, you got it, dude. Get
Yeah.
this guy. Everybody.
I actually lost 2 subscribers now that I'm posting content.
It's a wave, dude. It's a wave.
It is what it is. It's not about the numbers.
But
man.
hey, everybody subscribe to this man. He has fantastic interviews coming up. He had some great content from Rebel ScumCon. Like, loved everything that man's putting out. Definitely check it out.
Majority of the interviews are up. The only interviews that are not up so far are Tate, Josh, and Bobby. So
he's almost there, guys. Yeah. And then Nerd when he's there, and then our others that aren't with us tonight. Optic, check out all his stuff. He's getting back into some of the card stuff and bringing up. I think he's got some more lightsaber videos he's doing.
Oh yeah.
And purple.
Oh fuck, this guy's back.
And Jungle can't join us as much because he's big on the car streaming now. So
yeah, he's breaking
big night for the cards.
He's breaking
Jungle
Chrome
just doesn't
right
like
now. Jungle's breaking Chrome right now. I'm very nervous because nothing is hit big for me.
What do you got out there? Before we go, I'm just curious.
I got like 8
what are you going
teams,
for?
all base.
Ooh.
I got 8 teams and I'm all base.
No
But
auto opportunities?
Oh, I got a bunch of auto opportunities, but nothing's
Attaboy.
hitting.
Oh, he's going to hit. He's going to hit tonight, guys. He's going to hit.
I hope.
All right. Well,
Wrath, if you don't
everybody
hit,
popped in tonight. Thank you guys for coming and watching us tonight. We'll be back on again next week, as always. Same bat time, same bat channel. We have some insane interviews coming up here in the future. A bunch of amazing tops artists, people that have been on Star Wars. We have them like possibly coming on here soon. More cons to get ready for. It's gonna be awesome, guys. We're gonna have a lot of cool stuff for you. So like and subscribe, all of us. We go live every week. And yeah, just check it out, and may the force